Hi everyone, and welcome to the World Institute on Disabilities Equity video series. I'm Alex.
And I'm Tom.
And today we're going to talk about benefits. Now, Tom, for folks that are looking to go to work that are on SSI or other benefits, figuring out how to keep those benefits and get the most out of them is a tricky point. So how do we do that?
That's a great point. So first let's start with the SSI calculation, and sorry about this. This involves some math, but it's actually pretty easy. So let's say, for example, the federal rate this year for SSI is $733, and we're going to use that for explanation purposes. So let's say that somebody's making $565 a month. Well, what SSI says is that first $65 of earned income you get to keep, and it doesn't affect your benefits at all. But for every dollar in earnings after that, your SSI will be reduced by 50 cents. So the equation is 565 minus 65 equals $500, and then 500 divided by 2 is 250. So SSI is $733 minus 250 equals
$483.
So your SSI check will now be $483, but you'll be making $565 in earnings. So 565 plus that SSI check equals
$1048.
$1048. So remember, you are always better off working. $1048 is a lot better than $733. I think we can all agree on that. So when we're talking benefits, one of the other issues that always comes up is that ridiculously silly asset limit for people who are receiving SSI or Medicaid. Basically says that if you have more than $2,000 in assets, you can put your benefits at risk. But fortunately, Alex, I understand there's some new legislation we should know about?
Exactly. In 2014, Congress passed the ABLE Act, which is the Achieving a Better Life Experience Act. And what this does is it allows people to open what they call ABLE accounts. And these are accounts that can be up to $100,000 and not jeopardize SSI, and also up to $300,000 and not jeopardize Medicaid. There's some limits, is that somebody had to acquire their disability before age 26, and also that they can only put in $14,000 a year into this account. But it's still really valuable to not impact those asset limits, and you can only spend it on certain things what they call qualified disability-related expenses, which include things like housing, education, transportation, employment support, health and prevention and wellness, and also certain disability-related miscellaneous expenses. But yeah, it's a great way to navigate around those asset limits and be working.
So one of the work incentives that I really wanted to talk about is called the Student Earned Income Exclusion. And it's a great way for students to be able to work without putting their benefits at risk. And Alex, I remember talking with you about this opportunity a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you know, when I was a student, I wish I had known about this earlier, but it's a great opportunity to get some work experience while you're a student. If you're a student under 22 years old, then you can earn up to $1,780 per month without any reduction in your SSI check. There's an annual maximum exclusion of $7,180 per year, but spread out over the course of the year and through various jobs, it's a really great opportunity to get some work experience. Now, Tom, I know for folks on Medicaid, there's a really great opportunity and program called 1619B. Is that right?
Yeah, this is really cool. So for folks on Medicaid or receiving SSI, this program allows you to work as much as you want, and depending on the state you're in, earn significant money without losing your Medicaid coverage. So for example, in California, you can make $37,000, $38,000 a year and still get full scope Medicaid. In Connecticut, you can make $70,000 on this program. It really differs from state to state, and to check it out, go to ssa.gov and search for 1619B thresholds. But the other thing is, under 1619B, they have this thing called an individual threshold. So if you're working and you really need to hold on to your Medicaid to keep working, maybe it's somebody who helps get you up in the morning, and you can really prove that this is something you need to be able to work. We've seen people across the country who make $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year and still qualify for 1619B under this individual threshold. So this is a great way to be able to go to work and still get those benefits that allow you to get out the door in the morning.
Now, there are a ton of other benefit options out there, and a great website to check out for that is db101.org. And for more information on this topic, go check out the benefits section at wid.org/equity.